What's up, boys? The boys are back in town. Or should I say, Marcus Smart is back in town. It's being reported by Dallas Hoops Journal that Marcus Smart intends to sign a 3 year, $21 million deal with the Rockets. A bit of a homecoming. He is, after all, from Texas, from Flower Mound, Texas. You Rockets fans, let me know exactly how far that is from Houston. But like I said, a bit of a homecoming. And I know what you guys are already thinking. Not another small point guard or guard in general. A small one who can't really shoot. Hey, he's definitely not afraid to shoot. But he's not that small though. I mean, first of all, 6'3", 220 pound, sturdy frame, 6'9" wingspan. They don't call this guy the Wolverine for nothing. And listen, this past year, I mean, he was essentially playing. He didn't log minutes at the three if you try to research it. But come on now, he was playing with Luka and Austin. He was definitely the three in those lineups. So I kind of see this more as a Josh Okogie, excuse me, as a Josh Okogie replacement. And if you're telling me who would I rather have, Okogie or Smart, you definitely would rather have Marcus Smart. And 7 million, that's what Clint Capella's making. So if we can get him that for that, damn, that's going to be good. It seems like Raphael Stone has really made this a point of emphasis in what he wanted to do in the offseason. We saw it last year. Fred goes down and Amen, he played the point guard position. Hasn't done that in the pros. I mean, he did it for overtime elite, but this is a big jump here. And while he did fill in admirably, he'll get to go to his more natural position next year with Fred coming back, picking up his $25 million option. More on that because maybe there's trouble in paradise. Maybe he actually might be on the move. And this here would provide some insurance. So while it kind of sucks that Udoka is getting, yes, another guy who's not really a 3 point shooter, we are adding playmaking. We are adding ball handling, defense. The Rockets in the draft, they made it a point to go and get their guy in Bruce Thor. And if you haven't watched that video, watch it and you'll tell me if you think it was a bad pick. It was not only a great pick, it was the only pick that made sense for Houston. And then they doubled down inside 6'6" point guard Quadir Copeland. I like where they're going. Again, we can cite the exit interviews. Udoka and Stone talked about too many duplicates last year. Came back to bite us in the ass. I mean, you have Tate, you have Okogie, you have Tari, DFS, you have Adams, Capella. Those are all kind of very similar-ish players. And we're starting to see a lot of these Western Conference teams focus on playmaking. I mean, LaMelo going to the Wolves, no more double teaming Edwards, or at least he'll definitely see less. And then, I made that Ja Morant video, and sure enough, he gets traded. Funny enough, I did the Kawhi one because I knew he was going to get traded, and then the Raptors swooped in. We'll see where that goes for them. I do kind of like that move for them. The Ja Morant to the Blazers, not so much, but it was one bad contract for another, and they're reportedly going to start Ja with Damian Lillard. Like, holy shit, is that going to be awful defensively? But it does have potential. They got a lot of playmaking, a lot of rim pressure now, but Denny Avdija had a huge season last year, and now we're taking the ball out of his hands. I don't know about that one, but we're starting to see the league trend this way. Like the Spurs. The Spurs play four dudes who are under 6'6" with Wemby. They have a lot of creation certainly, and that just shows you right there that you don't have to be a great 3 point shooting team to make a deep playoff run. The Spurs, for example, their starting lineup: Fox shoots 33% from deep. Stephon Castle shot 33%. Devin Vassell 38, Julian Champagnie 38, and Wemby at 34. So it's not exactly like those guys are all lights out shooters. They were making them in the playoffs though, until they ran into the Knicks. I told you guys Knicks in 5, didn't I tell you? But still, they probably don't beat the Thunder. And speaking of creation, the Thunder, I mean, you had a lot of pressure on SGA. Uh, Williams, AJ Mitchell was out. Those were their next two best creators. I mean, in fact, when McCain was giving it to him in what game was that? Was that game 5 maybe? Remember Wemby calling Bismack and Plumlee, whispering that shit in their ears to foul him, and then he didn't do the post game afterwards. What a little bitch for that dude. But anyways, We need more creation, and we're going to get it. It can come from any spot. Again, don't think of him so much as a guard. This could just be an Okogie replacement. And if that's the plan, then hey, hats off to the Rockets. They're making moves. But it does open up the possibility of Fred being traded. Like, maybe not now, but the closer we get to that deadline, it's gonna be interesting to see how we look. I mean, Fred's been making cryptic tweets. He's kind of sounding like a philosopher. JT Gatlin on Locked on the Rockets, he was saying something today that he was like removing all his Rockets photos and stuff like that. I don't know. But like I said, Marcus Smart can guard much bigger people. And you know what? We need somebody like that. Dylan Brooks. Like we were missing some of that fire last year. And he gives off those Dylan Brooks vibes like he's never gonna back down. And just speaking basketball terms there, just forget the toughness for 1 second. This will free up Amin Thompson to be that help defender. I mean, we saw him not make all defensive team this year. He still almost did. He was 4 votes off. Who was the last guy to get in? Dyson Daniels got in at 50 points. And for reference, Stephon Castle had 48 points. So he actually got out outvoted Thompson, which honestly I think is ridiculous when you have maybe the best paint protector modern basketball has seen. I've said this before. Stephon Castle, 121.8 defensive rating in 44 games without Wemby. Just saying. And he gets that Draymond Green whistle. He has to go above and beyond. Actually, he gets a lot of love from the refs in general. But I digress. The casual NBA voters, they care about stats, and Amin Thompson's block numbers, they plummeted because he's guarding the other team's best guard every single night. So now we're going to be able to have him roam and stuff and help out. And I expect those to skyrocket. It's going to be nice. But yeah, again, this one, it looks like it's a done deal. Nobody can officially sign till July 6th. But yeah, those are the details. 3 years, 21 million. Former defensive player of the year, 3-time all defense. He's a playoff riser. He's not going to piss down his leg. Again, we can get that Dylan Brooks villain type of guy back on our team. I think it's a great pickup. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. And please do make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But that's going to be it for me. Let me know what you guys think. Marcus Smart going to Houston for $7 million. It's a good idea. And if you guys have any requests, shoot them in the comment section. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, please. Thanks again for tapping in. This is Jet 707. Peace.